Logan Paul turned his success on the now defunct app Vine into a YouTube empire before the age of 22.
YouTube? Is that you?
Between starring in movies, hosting a YouTuber Olympics, having the #1 podcast in the world, and the largest non-professional boxing match in history, Logan has proven himself to be an incredibly resourceful businessman, and his hard work has more than paid off. The American YouTuber lives in a gorgeous $6.6 million mansion in Encino, California, with 7 bedrooms, a full gym, and a huge podcasting studio inside.
Welcome back to Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world.
Logan also put $225,000 into converting a regular old yellow school bus into his signature cool bus. While he obviously has a ton of money coming in from brand deals, touring, and his hugely popular Maverick merch, Logan Paul's channel likely brings in between $666,000 and $1.8 million a year. Not bad for a kid from—
CJ So Cool is one of the biggest and best YouTubers, paving his own path and doing things his way out in Las Vegas, Nevada. With a phenomenal 7.6 million subs and nearly 2 billion views and another 3.5 million followers on the gram, well, CJ is certainly a star. Now, taking a look at his Social Blade account, a bad month for CJ is over 20 million views, while a good month, it's as high as 100 million. Now, with CJ making family-friendly content, well, he could be pulling in anywhere from $1 to $4 million a year off of his content alone. Now, that right there gives CJ plenty to celebrate, but he made a lot of big moves this year, buying his first piece of property, sitting on an acre of land with a jacuzzi, a pool, a tennis court, and more. Now, of course, CJ's been able to treat himself to a ton of new luxuries over 2019. He was hanging out with Johnny Dang, and CJ picked himself up a new grill, also a custom chain he cites as the best thing he's ever bought in his life.
David Dobrik. David Dobrik is one of the most universally beloved and charismatic YouTubers to ever make it on the platforms, and for good reason too. Although his monthly $275,000 paycheck took a serious cut, don't let that fool you. Due to his celebrity and massive following, Dobrik works with tons of huge sponsors who pay him the big bucks and keep him able to live the luxurious lifestyle for himself and his friends. The super celeb lives in a $2.56 million California mansion, which has gotta have a lot of garage space for all the cars he's constantly buying. Most famously, he drives around in a $110,000 Tesla Model X. Still, somehow the electric car is actually the most modest of his own cars, as he also drives a $245,000 Ferrari 458 Spider. Of course, Dobrik is more famous for the things he buys for other people, not himself. Over the years, he's bought at least 19 cars for his friends, family, and even strangers. Among the most expensive of these cars is another of his trademark Model X for his friend Jason, a Mercedes AMG for assistant Natalie, a Mustang for a complete stranger, a $50,000 Corvette for his friend Joe, and, topping his own most lavish purchase, a $290,000 Lamborghini for his friend Heath.
Oh my god.
And of course, the rest of the 19 cars he's given away. Jake Paul. From Disney Channel to YouTube multi-millionaire,
Some problems I solve, but I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling.
the younger brother of Logan Paul, Jake Paul, made a name for himself and was able to break out from his older brother's shadow. Jake's channel grew from nothing to 5 million subscribers in a matter of 6 months, a feat which, at the time, had never been done before. As he likes to remind Paul, is definitely pulling in the big bucks. Jake has a liking for buying nice cars, such as his $132,000 Tesla Model X and $350,000 Lamborghini Huracan being the crown jewels on his prize collection. While most of his money comes in through his merch line, his 19+ million subscriber YouTube channel grosses between $1.3 and $3.4 million a year. Who's the big brother now? Jacksepticeye. Imagine going from being a sub-1K YouTube channel to one of the 3 most well-known gaming channels on the planet. Well, thanks largely in part to an incredibly short shout-out from PewDiePie, that's exactly what Jacksepticeye was able to do.
I just got mentioned in a PewDiePie video. Holy...
The Irish YouTuber has amassed a massive audience of nearly 23 million subscribers and counting, frequently collaborating with the other big gamers of the famous trio, Markiplier and PewDiePie. The